Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Rise of the Republic in our Camillus series. We just appointed Marcus Furius Camillus the dictator of Rome, so he's going to have an insane boost to pretty much everything great about him in the next turn. And we've done pretty much everything we can do this turn. There is one thing I want to check on really quickly, and it looks like, yeah, Memia, unfortunately, is not quite ready to embezzle more funds, but she's going to have that ability again before too much longer. Let's go ahead and end the turn again, and we are going to pursue the Veii, who we just defeated in their second attempt to attack Rome, and on the wings of that, we have promoted Marcus. Look what happens to his army. See, we're almost ready to attack again, and by virtue of his being so, just having so many bonuses, he has insane movement ability. So he can move this far. Tell you what, let's just move into the trees to take a peek at Veii. Oh, they didn't run all the way to the city. You know what this means? Well, actually, if we attack here, no, if we attack here, we can kill the army of the city and his army outside of the city itself. That's fantastic. That's, wait, what? What? Oh, they've got a fully functional garrison. That makes perfect sense. I wasn't expecting that. I can go for a Pyrrhic victory and win this, but I would rather fight that on the battlefield. Well, yeah, I forgot that they would have an actual full garrison there. So they not only have another army training up, but we could go for the victory. We could go for an actual battlefield victory at this point and probably win it. Let's go ahead and do it. I think we can defeat them handily. And this is a suitable time to fight our first battle on the campaign map. We, of course, will not be fighting in the city of Veii. But if I play my cards right, we might actually be able to do this with minimal losses. It is convenient that there be gods, and as it is convenient, let us believe that there are. Oh, Ovid, you're so clever. Or at least you were 2,000 years ago. Alright, it's dry. Let's go ahead and start our deployment right there. I see a hill. The hill is too far away. Dang, it's outside the boundaries of the battle. Hang on. Any other hills? No. Oh, that's mean. That's just mean. I mean, it's not completely outside. We can still use this part right here to our advantage. Where are the enemy reinforcements going to come from? I totally just realized at the end of the last episode I didn't look at the campaign map like I said that I was going to. My bad. We'll do that in a second. But yeah, I'm still... Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put all of my units... The only thing is I don't know where the reinforcements are going to come from. I think they're going to come from back here. So if that's the case, so be it. But we're going to put all my units right here. All of them. We're not even going to care about how they're organized. Because we want to charge up this hillside and use this as our defense. And hopefully, the thing is, since we're attacking, they'll probably wait for us to come to them. But I'm hoping that since they have the superior force, they might try and come to me. So let's see if we can provoke them. Otherwise, we're just going to have to set our army up and then march on them. But let's start, pause, and now we need to give some orders. We've got some spearmen, one of which is Centuriae, so it's a little bit different composition than the rest of the army. I want to make sure that that's high enough up the slope to where they gain an advantage. I think it is. There's that. There's that. Now the slingers, I don't want them on skirmish mode because we will actually have the slingers in back. Throwing at anything that gets close enough. It's dumb enough to get close enough. And then Marcus Camillus, who does not have that many great abilities yet. He just has Inspire. We haven't given him any other abilities yet during this battle, so it's not going to be a particularly exciting battle to see him in action. But he, with his Elite Equites, which is a fairly large group of horses, will be over here. And then we have our Italian cavalry, which I will probably have... Tell you what, let me have the wounded Italian cavalry hang out with Marcus. So they kind of will work as one unit. And then I'll have the two stronger ones as a separate unit moving together. I might occasionally split them up, but I want to give them orders mainly together. And we'll have them at the top of the hillside, able to ride around as needed. All right, so we're going to be right at the edge of the battle here. And what's going to happen is their reinforcements are going to show up somewhere. Watch them show up right behind me.
Reinforcements approaching.
Okay, they're right there. So once the reinforcements arrive, they will probably move to begin their attack. Let's go ahead and go into fast forward. My forces are running into position, which is going to exhaust them a little bit, but by the time they are in position and that they've had time to rest, everything will be okay. So we've got the game on speed 3 at the moment while those units get in position. Here's our first, if you want to enjoy our first moment of battle here, go in slow motion. Let's actually turn the interface off. So we've got the advantage of this hill, and I'm really hoping Where's Spurious? Where are you, buddy? Hanging out in back there? No. Where are you? Are you hanging out in front? There you are. He's in front. Or not Spurious, but Marcus. Alright, so once these forces unite, they will hopefully march toward me because they feel awesome. And that would be ideal if they did that. Because we have the hill. Matter of fact, we have the only hill on the battlefield. But it's not looking like that's what they want to do. We've got to keep it on speed 3 to see if they're going to do that. Sometimes the AI will march on a defensive battle, sometimes they won't. So I'm kind of hoping that that's what they do. These spearmen are taking their sweet time crossing this map. They're probably in slow march so as not to exhaust themselves. What are you doing? What's this random contingent doing sitting over there? It's weird. I know they see me. They know where I am. That's nothing to do with my positioning. Okay, now they're just sitting there. So we're going to have to march to them. That is making me sad. You know, one thing I could do is I could send out a cavalry unit to try and piss them off. And try and bring their forces toward me. Would that work? I'm going to keep it on speed 3. How hilarious would that be if I could lure them toward me? Now these are all Etruscan skirmishers, so I'm going to keep the cavalry the heck away from them. And these cavalry are of course moving quite quickly. Crap. Run, you idiots. Do you not understand an order to run? Okay, you see what just happened? They decided that they wanted to... Yeah, you guys need to be charging. They're like, oh, we're just going to dawdle while we're getting spears thrown at our backs. This is why we're not fighting most battles on the campaign map. Alright, so these skirmishers are in fact taking the bait, which I find freaking hilarious. Now, hopefully the death of these skirmisher units, when they get close to my forces, will provoke the rest of the army into action. Still coming. Let's see what the ranges are. There's the range. Slingers, throw. Now, I'm really hoping this engagement... Are you guys not set to fire at will?
Slingers!
What are you doing?
Take aim! Orders! Orders understood! Ready for orders!
I guess they're just slightly out of range.
Slingers! Loose!
No movement on the back lines.
Missiles ready and waiting! Fire! Commander! Fire on the enemy!
No motion from back here. But we're at least taking care of some of their ranged units. I'm still really pissed at my horsemen.
We await your command.
And of course, slingers have lots of ammunition, so they will survive just fine. They'll not only have the ability to continue in the fight. Alright, good. We have managed to break both of these Etruscan slinger units. And that's over 100 men that we've just taken from their battle count. So we've just swung the odds considerably in our favor. They are not fully broken, though. Ooh, interesting. They're marching. They are marching. That's good news. So we have managed to provoke them into moving on me. The Italian cavalry have recovered from having spears thrown at their backs. The Etruscan slingers here have not fully routed, and I want to get my slingers back in position, so I'm going to have these guys turn around and move it. Yeah, you can see they've actually recovered. How did that happen? How are you suddenly at full morale? That makes no sense whatsoever. I guess since these guys decided to leave them alone. Anyone else see that? I mean, they were just about to run. As soon as I changed my mind and turned around, they're like, okay, we're fine. Our morale levels are normal. We're eager to fight again. That makes no sense. Again, this is why I don't fight too many battles in Total War. The cinematics are fantastic, but the behavior of the units and the amount of micro you have to do, when you're playing for YouTube, it gets a little bit ridiculous to spend too much time off the campaign map in the battlefield. So again, only in moments like this where we really need to win, and the game is saying we don't have a good chance using auto-resolve, will we take control of a battle. It's more fun that way anyway, because there's more suspense. For me and for you. So they are definitely marching. Let's see how much farther they go. Or are they going to stop there? I might just wait for the general. No, the general's still no, okay. So they're going to stop there? Oh, that's real cute. That's super cute. Well, what do we do now?
Italian cavalry.
Tell you what, we're going to do this again.
Forward. Quickly now. Riders at the
Cross your fingers, they actually follow. See, this is what worries me. When you're trying to give specific orders like this, they've got to stop for a second and then, like, fully turn themselves around. They just don't behave the way you would expect.
advance at speed.
I am intentionally putting these horses in harm's way, for sure.
Forward.
No, that did not get them that time. Alright, well, we are just going to have to march out. That's what's going to happen here. So let's get the horses back in position.
Ready.
Meanwhile, I suppose what I'll do is I'll just take this formation and move them uniformly.
Orders understood.
Have them march. Now, they're not marching in formation. I didn't give the order, so they will they'll stagger away from each other a little bit as they move where I've told them to move. But we still have the hill behind us. So if our units rout and get chased, yes, they'll be running uphill, but if they rout while strong enough to turn and fight, they'll actually have the advantage. We still have the hill at our backs, which is preferable, I think. Maybe I'm just talking myself into it there, but I think if we can annihilate most of their slingers, we'll be okay. It's their missile units where they have a lot of superiority.
Cavalry.
All right, good. Our Italian cavalry are in good shape.
Quickly now. Riders.
We don't want to have them sprinting anywhere. They've done enough of that this battle already. What's the horn blowing for? Nothing, it would seem.
Spear.
You guys, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you need to get in front. We have one unit of spearmen that just decided... Oh, it's the Centuriae. That's why. They're heavy spear infantry. The rest of our spear infantry are light. Good to know. So here's what I'm going to do really quickly. Because it doesn't make sense to have the heavy Centuriae on the outside like that. We're going to swap these units' positions. Pause. And swap. Alright, now we're going to do some formation play. I want you guys in a... Well, no, I'm not going to worry about the cavalry being in a formation group. Now I can move them together like so. Alright, so they'll walk to that point. I'm pausing briefly so that that shows up.
Riders forward! Your orders, Commander!
Alright, moment of truth. We are going to march into their missile range almost surely. This is going to piss them off. I mean, it has to.
Battalion cavalry!
You guys stop for a second. I really wish they had marched on me. That would have been nice. I don't understand what provokes some AI armies to go ahead and be a little bit more cavalier. It might have to do with commander traits, perhaps. Again, this is the full garrison of the city fighting against me, in addition to the army we just chased off. If we can manage to kill the general, too... Because he doesn't have that many of his forces remaining. He's very heavy spear infantry, so that would be tough to do, really. We can try. I guess we're not quite in range yet.
Equities!
And these units are oddly positioned now.
By your command! Missiles awaiting targets! Battalion cavalry! Yes, Commander! Swords! By your command!
Yeah, when you don't give a formation move order, stop. You have to very specifically say that you want them to move in formation. You have to just right-click like this. Otherwise, they're not going to listen to you. I was using a different type of command, and it just straight up did something different. Okay, so now they are moving on me. And it is time to throw down. Alright, the Exensi are actually auto-firing this time. Yay! That's what you were supposed to do the first time, guys. Good job.
Swift melee cavalry!
Oh, good. These units are already getting a little bit worn down by their return to fighting. That makes a little bit more sense than what happened a moment ago. Good. The general's command range is completely surrounding ours. Whoa, you guys were supposed to be selected together. There we go, that's better. Okay, here come the initial units for the battle. Once the lines have actually clashed, alright, so these guys are setting up shield wall at the moment. Once the lines have actually clashed, I'll ride my horses around and try and hit their missile units and other units. Let's see how this goes. Alright.
Swords! Ready for orders! Engage! Commander! Or forward! Ready and waiting!
It's good that I'm seeing so much breakup in their missile backup.
Our general is under attack.
Is he? Well, what can we do about that? First of all... I've got these stronger cavalry over here, and I need to break up an area of the battle. I think what I'm going to do is ride them around and hit this side. Let's have them ride here, and I want the slightly stronger one to then hit the Italian swordsmen. I want them to hit the Etruscan skirmishers. Meanwhile, my weaker Italian cavalry, the one that I used to attack, or to get some attention earlier, I might be able to use just to finish off those Etruscan skirmishers and run them down. But for now, let me just position him out here and wait for a good moment, and I'll move the general with him. This is going to move his area of support slightly, but we need the general to be supporting these weaker horse troops. Alright, you can definitely see that these frontline troops are not doing well.
Italian cavalry! We await your command!
Alright, now the Italian swordsmen have been attacked in behind by my cavalry. And let's go ahead, tell you what, since the general was dumb enough to try and move forward, we're going to say hello to him with both of my cavalry units. Now, he is a very heavy spear infantry unit, so that's not the smartest combination. And I know that. Actually, wait. No, we're not going to do that, because now these units were dumb enough to break off.
And forward! Melee cavalry ready!
We might be able to flank him with my cavalry.
Forward! Engage! Italian cavalry!
Alright, so their ranged units have been completely shut down. And I might be able to surround him with my cavalry here.
Forward! Your orders! Yours to command!
Alright, I want to protect my general, so we're going to have my general be the one that hits from behind.
Providers! Advance! Forward! Ready and waiting!
Ah, crap, they turned around. Of course they did. Let's see how this goes. I might withdraw those units if this doesn't go very well. Guys, I gave you an attack order like 5 minutes ago. You should be closing in right now. God, that makes me mad. Alright, we can use Inspire to encourage these guys a little bit. They're dying quickly. Yeah, throwing cavalry against very heavy spearmen, especially a general unit, it's not the best idea. But if I can kill their general... I was hoping to do it a little bit more swiftly than that, but they turned around. Yeah, this isn't working well enough. Let's see if we can get these units away before they suffer too much. Actually, I can probably use my cavalry to go ahead and hit the units here from behind. These are mostly swordsmen, which would really help turn the tide quickly. Meanwhile, I can take these cavalry and do that right now. Yeah, this might shut the battle down pretty quickly if this charge is effective. Because the general's returning to the fray, he'll encourage everyone with his presence.
Swift riders at your command!
Yeah, okay.
Light hoplites! Swords!
That's going to really worry those units a lot.
Ready for orders?
Yep. They're very concerned for their lives.
By your command! Orders! Yours to command!
And the general is just hanging out.
Equites!
He doesn't care. But these guys are officially getting attacked on both sides by horsemen, spearmen, swordsmen. Yeah, they're done. Meanwhile, let me go ahead and order my Exensi, which can all fire on the general, to do so. Oh, he's getting cut down. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so one of my Italian cavalry units is actually about to die, which is a shame. But the slingers are doing their job beautifully on the general's unit.
Equites!
Tell you what, let me go ahead and encourage maybe which units need some encouragement. My units are actually doing okay. Wonder why. Let's encourage the Centuriae because they appear to be losing their current combat. Yeah, the general is getting scared, so we've got this battle in the bag. Excellent. Come on, cut him down, guys. There's only 4 of them left. Cut him down. 2. The general is one of the men remaining. Got him! Okay. That's a morale hit for the entire army.
Ready and waiting.
Rome wins the day. In just a second.
Melee troops awaiting orders. Slingers.
Yeah, they're not happy about that.
On the enemy. Now. Missile infantry at your command.
They're not happy about that one little bit.
Ready and waiting. Commander. Light hoplites. Sword. Ready and waiting.
Swift riders at your command. Forward!
Okay, hang on. Yeah, I have lost some cavalry units. That was kind of expected, given the way I was using them.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I'm going to make a mod to make that guy stop saying that. I bet you it's possible. I just need to find the audio file. Okay, we actually... I'm not sure what's going on, but we have several units that don't appear to be that fully engaged in the battle at the moment. And I'm not sure why. Because we should be killing it right now.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Alright, let's take the cavalry out of the fight.
Riders at the double!
Get moving, guys. Get moving. We're going to help the general win this. Also, let me go ahead and inspire the Centuriae, who need it. I'm just going to have the Exensi get in the fight.
Orders. Forward. Slingers. Understood. Orders. Equities.
There we go. That took a second. A little bit harder than expected. And there goes that battle. Let's continue it for a second, just so we can finish these guys off.
Slingers. By your command. Equities.
Is there a larger unit still running anywhere? Not really. We've mostly got them.
Slingers.
Let's actually have my slingers stop doing anything they're doing, because I don't want that kind of attrition. Or rather, friendly fire. We'll use our remaining horseman units.
Is dead.
Oh, okay, that might have been why they lasted so long. They had 2 generals on the field. They had their general and their garrison commander. Okay, well, this has eaten up the entire episode. So what we're going to do, now that we've eaten those guys alive, is we're going to quit the battle. It's calling it a close victory, but that is the defense force for the Veii capital. So we should be able to take the city without much of a fuss. Okay, we're going to release the captives and gain 1,000 wealth from that. There goes the garrison force. And there's still this army, which is in tatters, I'm sure. And they ran off that direction. Alright, so we can now improve his genius ability. Let's go ahead and do that so he has rally. And let's attempt an attack. Oh yeah, nice and easy. So we're going to fight protectively and hopefully not lose any more units. Dang it, lost an Italian cavalry. That's what I want to try to avoid. Now we have the option of raising, looting, or occupying, and I'm sorry, I would rather loot it for that much money. So we're going to do that, 7,680. Legio 1 Alaude is rank 3. Great news. I'm going to give them Indomitable Infantry, which allows for better melee attack and defense skills. And let's go ahead and use... I hate to loot the city. I was trying to do that to fulfill the mission objective, so I'll go ahead and repair it. And I'm pretty confident that nothing will be able to come in and take that city from me. But however, the Volsky probably saw that, and they're likely to declare on me now before I end this episode. So let's try and get through these next few turns and see how this goes. I'm going to put you on standard stance for a moment, and let's see what else we can do here, if anything. Memia Ahenobarba cannot... Well, she can entice. We can get other people in our party if we wanted to. Lucius can get married again. Let's see how that goes. Your wife is Terentia Costa. She's faithful. Gives him additional zeal, which is nice in battle, and extra chance of having kids. And he is a flirtatious husband when married to her, so it reduces her gravitas per turn, but it gives them, for some strange reason I can't understand, additional chance of having kids, because he's flirtatious. So, also that's going to reduce her gravitas per turn. That's okay. I'm not hugely worried about that. I'll go ahead and secure her promotion. And also, let's go ahead and treat with... We're going to use... Ooh, we can also marry off Suetonia Rufa. Forgot about that. Let's do that and gain an additional faction member. Unfaithful husband and a Harridan wife. So one of them needs to die. One of them. We'll use... can we use Marcus? Yeah, we can. We're going to use Marcus to kill... Tell you what, let's use Marcus to kill Suetonia. Because we can still use the male character for other purposes. And we are being so freaking manipulative. But I need to keep this episode moving. Battle took a little bit longer than anticipated, and I want to keep to my rule of going for at least 1 year per episode. So another thing I could do here is go ahead and start a new army, since I'm pretty confident. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be able to finish these guys off, and having a new army now would be a nice response to everything. So Gaius Tetianus Sura is Frugalitas. Ooh, he would make an excellent general. I'm going to go ahead and give him his promotion. We'll give him the additional armor for all of his units, and we are absolutely... Where is he? Yeah, Gaius Tetianus Sura is going to lead a new army in Rome. We're going to put him in Rome. And let's go ahead and give him his first complement of swordsmen. We don't have really the money to support another full army at the moment, but I want to try and have some units in place before the Volsky decide to go completely crazy on me. Meanwhile, we will still be able to get some funds from other sources. Okay, I know I'm breaking my own rule here, but that battle took a while. I'm going to stop this episode here, and the next one we will continue through. We'll just use, rather than going like... What I'm going to try to do is mark the beginning of each episode with the season that we're on so that we go an even number of years. We might not necessarily have to go to spring every single episode, but I think it makes more sense that way because we're going for 33 minutes at this point. I'll stop here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.